I have recently learned how to wind yarn into these neat little cake shapes. They are not only cute and space-saving, but they pull from the center. I am aware that there are some expensive or complicated gadgets that wind the yarn for you. I've never tried them, so maybe the gadgets are great. I'd love your opinions in the comments. As for winding by hand, I really love doing it this way. I find it calming and meditative. So here's how you do it. For this video, I unraveled my yarn in preparation, but to be honest, I usually unravel as I wind. Now let's turn this messy pile of yarn into this neat little yarn cake with a center pull. Start by making sure we leave a few inches of a tail, then begin wrapping around the thumb and pointer finger in a figure 8 pattern. After a few rounds, pull the figure 8 off your finger and thumb, fold over like this, and place it back onto the thumb. Make sure the tail is still free, and then we begin winding at an angle. It will look messy at first. We wind a few rounds and then slightly turn to keep winding. If you wind loosely enough, you can turn it with just your index finger. If you wind tighter, then you may need to use your winding hand to assist in the turning. I tend to keep it tighter and more compact, but you can wind more loosely to create the yarn cake look you may have seen in stores. It's all up to you. When the yarn slips off the core, that usually means it needs to be rotated. You can see that it begins to take form of a cute little yarn cake pretty quickly. To be sure the tail remains free as I wind, I move the tail around after every complete rotation. The angle you choose to wind at will determine the shape of your yarn cake. Try different angles to see what you prefer. You may have noticed that I am using a unique kind of yarn for this demo. This 100% polyester yarn is great for showing edge definition because instead of twisted filaments, they're knitted or braided into a tube-like structure known as chainette. It creates like a hollow, lightweight cord. This particular yarn is Lazy Days by Lion brand, and I am not sure it's still being made. I love working with this yarn, but I have found it doesn't look quite right for many projects, which might be why I don't see it around much anymore. If you need to take a break, it's not a problem. You can simply slip the yarn core off your thumb and it will hold its shape until you're ready to place it back on your thumb and start winding again. As the cake gets bigger, you will notice that you need to start winding around the bottom of the core more, like closer to your thumb. Once you approach the end of your yarn, you will want to secure it. I simply tuck the end under a strand. Flip it over and upright, and you will see your center pull ready to go. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe, it's free to do. And if you have more info to share about the yarn winding process, please comment below.